51% of Nigerians don't have access to the internet, and that's a big problem. Back in 2020, when the National Broadband Plan was launched, just 40% of Nigerians had access to the internet. The target back then was to hit 70% broadband penetration by June of 2025. But in July of 2025, the 70% target has not been hit. The road to 70% has been filled with all sorts of problems and challenges. But there are two major reasons why Nigeria failed to hit its 70% target. We'll unwrap the first one in this video. Right of way is a fee paid by telecoms companies to state governments for permission to install fiber optic cables and other telecoms infrastructure along the road. The right of way fee varies by state. For example, Ogun State charges about 9,500 naira per linear meter. Ondo State charges about 3,075 naira, while Lagos State used to charge about 6,300 naira, but recently reduced it to 145 naira, in line with the recommendations made by the Jonathan administration back in 2013, about 12 years ago. 12 other states don't charge any right-of-way fees. Majority of them are in the north, with the exception of Ekiti, Imo, and Anambra states. So we expect broadband penetration to gradually increase in these states. But what's the big deal about right-of-way charges, and why is it preventing 51% of Nigerians from having access to the internet? The simple answer is business. Let's do the math and you can tell me what you think in the comments. Let's imagine you are the CEO of a telecoms company and a state governor is telling you to pay 10,000 naira per linear meter to provide citizens in rural areas with broadband connection. One of the western states is planning to expand its broadband connectivity by laying 5,000 kilometers of cables. So let's use them as an example. Right-of-way fees for 5,000 kilometers of cable will cost about 47.4 billion naira. The cost of the cable installations is about 16 million naira per kilometer. So 5,000 kilometers will cost about 83 billion naira. 83 billion naira plus 47.4 billion naira is about 130 billion. On top of this, you might still have to deal with different states and federal ministries and agencies, and maybe even Omonile, to get permits for this and that. Add the additional official fees, add the unofficial fees, add unnecessary delays and red tape, add the financial costs of the delays, add the opportunity cost of making this investment in the first place. You might be looking at an investment figure of about 150 billion naira. Now take that 150 billion naira and slash it to 100 billion, then multiply it by the 23 states that still have different right-of-way fees, and you begin to understand why 51% of Nigerians don't have access to the internet and might not have access to the internet anytime soon.